and remember that my daughter would want me to feel joy and happiness. And I do sometimes feel joy and happiness. I do. And I never thought that I ever would again. But I surprised myself and I do feel joy and happiness.
Have you made the
Despite,
commitment that you'll never do it again?
absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you ever have days that you feel like,
Not if I'm on my medication the way that I'm supposed to. I'm coping with my mom, who's my last living parent, having breast cancer right now. And we're still kind of at the beginning of that journey. And it's hard. And that's supporting her the most in her life. And I'm using a lot of those skills that I learned in the hospital and through my therapy and by going to our NAMI support groups, because we share a lot things that work for us and we pick up on a lot of those things and implement them in our own life because sometimes they work.
or anything else you'd like to mention, or are we good?
And no, I would just encourage you, anybody listening, that if you're struggling with your mental health, please get help. Contact your local NAMI. There's a national website. It's just NAMI.org. And through there, you can find your local affiliate, and your local NAMI affiliate can get you connected with classes and support groups and other resources in your area. And if you're in Kansas City, Sam and I are in the connections group. I'm one of the facilitators, and we'd love to have you in our group as well. We are also accepting donations through our NAMIGreaterKansasCity.org website for NAMI Kansas City, are in existence only because of generous donations from individuals. So we'd always appreciate donations to share my experience, and I hope that it impacts someone in a positive way.
Sure, well, I'll hope to do this again sometime soon.
Okay. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Good afternoon. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam's Sports Report and Sam's Mental Health Day. Today we're going to talk about NAMI, Collier County in Naples, Florida. They are a nonprofit mental health support, advocacy, and education, inspiring strength in the communities at a region with roots back to 1987 of Collier County. A nonprofit has been serving the local communities, social and emotional behavioral health generations. You can count on us to coordinate a variety of programs that serve the needs of our mental health of our members and families. At NAMI Collier County, thanks to our unique combination of local roots and national support, we can help provide help navigating their mental health journey. Array of programs for members of all ages. We met the individual needs from housing to foods and mental health support and impact. NAMI Collier County, of course, if there's an emergency, dial 9988. They will make an evaluation from there to decide if you need to go to the hospital. In crisis, 988. 24/7 support. Speak to a real person in a non-crisis situation. Start our conversation in a warm line. 800-945-1355. A non-crisis helpline. Called 7 days a week, 4 to 10. Speak to our statewide team, trained individuals who have lived experiences in mental health recovery and can provide support and encouragement. Espanol, contact Barbara at 237-351-6327. Here's an email listed below. In a crisis, responding to complex behavioral needs of all children of all ages, assessment and navigation and support, including partnering, self-dedicated careers, SDC, empowering the individual, NAMI Collier County, a unique coaching model, create, achieve, and sustain life goals. warm line connected to remains anonymous essential mental health services and references. Nami County Nami Connections is a recovery support group, various mental illness, including this in Missouri and probably most states. Recovering skills, teaching and recovering skills such as coping with the diagnosis and crisis or planning. Family member caregivers, creating a safe space and to share stories of challenges and success. Bringing together individuals who hear, see voices, and unusual perception. DBT building a satisfying through skills training based on dedicated behavior health. Here's the video for Nami and more. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report.
Of what you're going through, what you're feeling, the National Alliance of Mental Illness, also known as NAMI, here to discuss this further. And we'd like to welcome the CEO of NAMI San Diego and Imperial County. Catherine, good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
And we also have Devin joining us. You are a peer support counselor, is that right?
Peer support specialist.
Specialist, yes. So thank you for being both of you obviously here with us. It's such an important topic, but a hard one to get into. So let's discuss first of all what NAMI here in San Diego does.
Sure. NAMI San Diego, we started as a grassroots organization about 43 years ago. So we provide support services. We advocate, educate, and provide support for anybody who's been affected by a mental health concern or a mental illness. We like to change the dialogue and say mental health concern. Everything from direct services such as clubhouses, providing support in our psychiatric hospitals, to educating our family and peers on what mental illness is all about, how to successfully live in recovery, and also housing through employment, you name it, because mental health affects every aspect of our life.
Of course, and I think it's something everyone at some point in their life goes through, right? You mentioned success in recovery. So Devin, you are proof of that. Let's talk a little bit about your story. If you could share with us what you went through.
Okay, well, I am in a wheelchair as a direct experience of mental illness. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I was in denial, and I was doing my own thing, smoking a lot of pot, not going to, the things that I know now are things that I need to be doing, like group support and counseling. And what really happened is after being in a wheelchair, I accepted that I needed help. And that's when I got into NAMI, and that's when I volunteered, I took classes, I became a mentor. And I also became a facilitator. So I got all in, and it changed my whole identity. And I wasn't ashamed of having a mental illness, where before I was just in denial, and I did not want to have that sort of affiliation. But now I'm really comfortable in my identity. I'm a peer support specialist, which means I help people where they're at, especially those that are in depression, even those that are in suicidal. It's like, hey, talk to me. I've been there. You're in a lose-lose situation. Either you are going to hurt yourself, which is pretty much you're not going to be successful, and you're going to hurt yourself really bad, or you're going to hurt other people if you are successful. And once people get that kind of perspective, it's like, we can make it.
We can make it. Tell me real quick, I know we are limited on time here, so I know this is a very deep topic, but as far as when you were going through what you were going through, to our viewers at home who may be going through their own dark times, what was it that kept you from getting help? I think that's an important message, because someone at home right now might be going through something like, I don't want to call anybody. I'll just be alone now. We don't want them to be alone, right? I mean, what message do you want to share about that?
Well, having a purpose, even though I don't know exactly what my purpose is at the point, but just knowing that I had a purpose has helped me, once I get down to depression, not get too low. And also that they're not alone. There's groups out there, not just NAMI, but there's all these different organizations that you just go online and you can find a group. You can do it online, or people are starting to meet in person. And when you see other people that are going through something similar as you, or even worse than you, it's like, man, if they can make it, then what's my excuse?
Right. And Devin, obviously your purpose to help so many people who may be in that dark place. So we're so glad that you're able to be here today and talk to us about it. So thank you. Organizations like NAMI obviously are there for help. So thank you both for being on with us.
Thank you so much for having us. Such an important topic.
Yeah. And we do have all the links on our website, cbsa.com, for you to get all the information you may need for any kind of assistance. We have a quick break. We'll be right back.